Okay, so for this routine, I've added ankle weights. You can do it with or without. Adding them will just give you an extra level of difficulty. So we're going to start on the hands and knees. Hands directly under the shoulders, knees directly under the hips. We're going to tuck the toes under. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, you're going to engage your core. Really feel that brace in the core and just hover those knees up off the floor. And inhale, lower it down. And again, exhale, engage the core and hover those knees. Nice long neck from the tip of the head all the way through to the tailbone. And exhale, engage and lift. Good. Lowering down. 2 more. We want to get that core nice and warm, activated. Lower and last one. Exhale, engage and up. From there, you're going to push back into a downward dog. Lengthen the backs of the legs as much as you can and what feels comfortable to your body. If you can't get those knees straight, that's perfectly fine. You can have a little bend in the knees. Stretching those legs. From there, we're going to extend one leg out behind us. Lift that leg up in a parallel so we haven't opened the hip, and we tap that leg back down. Lift and lengthen it away from you and tap it back down. So my upper body isn't moving at all. I'm trying to stabilize in my shoulders and in my lats. I just want that leg to extend up and out and lower back down. You want your weight distributed between the hands and the supporting leg, the leg that's on the floor. So each limb has an equal amount of weight into it. Lift and lower. One more. Lift, hold it up there. Small little circles. Lengthen that leg away from you. Big inhale and exhale. In and out. 2 more. In, out. Last one. In. Change direction. And small circles. It's really just on that spot. You're focusing on lengthening that leg away from you more than anything else. Keeping those hips still. 3, 2, 1. And then from there, you're going to bend the leg down to the ground and bring that back leg in. Ankles are just touching. And we go. Exhale, push back. Inhale, hover, hands and knees. Exhale, push back. If you feel that hover is too much for you, you can let that knee touch the ground. And all the way back out. Lengthen. And in. Lengthen away from you. So our shoulders are going to get nice and warm here. Extend. And in. 2 more. Breathe. Last one. Keeping that core engaged and all the way in. Now in that hover, if you can, small lift and lower of this top leg. Lifting up from the knee. Lift. Lift. 2 more. Lift. Last one. Now we're going to lower the knee down to the ground and we untuck that foot and we go again. Lift and lower. Try not to hyperextend in the lower back. We're only lifting as high as we can in that hip. Lift, engaging the core, lengthening through the spine, and lift and lower. Lift. 2 more. And last one, holding it up and we pulse. 1, 2, 3. It's a small movement. Think of lifting it from your highest point to that extra little bit higher. Lift. 3, 2, 1. And slowly lower down. Push back into child's pose, releasing the glutes. Deep inhale, deep exhale, and then we go onto the other side. So tuck the knees, tuck the toes under, engage the core, exhale, and we go, lifting those knees up, hover, and slowly down. And again, engage and lower. I want you to feel the pressure of the hands pushing into the floor with every lift. And last one, engage and lift. From there, push back into downward dog. Release the backs of the legs as much as you can. And now we're extending the other leg up, holding it up, and tapping it down. lift, and down. Remember to lengthen those shoulders away from the ears. We want every little muscle in our body to be working. All those stabilizing muscles are activated. They're helping us stay stable. They're helping us to focus on the movement of the leg by allowing the rest of the body to be strong. 3, 2, last one, holding it up in that parallel, small little circles. Lengthen that leg away from you. Keep breathing. And change direction. Small circles. 3, 2, 1. Good. From there, we're going to forward into the hover, ankles touch, and push back, extend that leg out behind you. And forward, hover and hold. Push back. Lengthen up and over those lats and those shoulders. And back. 3 more. Remember, you can place that knee down if you need to, with pleasure. Focus on the posture first, and then we can get those legs nice and high, hovering, all the rest can follow. Hold, and we go. Lift that leg behind you and lower. Lift, lower. 3, 2 more, and then we're going to lower that knee down. 4, up out of those lats and the shoulders. 5, good. Lower that knee down and tuck the foot, and we go. 5 more. Lift, engaging the core. 3, 2, last one, holding it up, and we pulse it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower that leg, pushing back, releasing into that child's pose. Stretch the arms forward. Deep breath. Good. We're going to give the wrists a little bit of a break. You're going to go down onto your elbows. Both elbows down. Press the palms into the floor. I want you to bring the knees a little bit closer together to start. So from there, we're going to take that left leg and we're going to open it out to the side. Now, while we do that, I want you to try not to lean over into that opposite side. You've got to push the weight into the supporting arm and lower that knee down. Inhale, open. As you exhale, engage the core. Lower it down. Really focus on the breath here. It helps bring that core into play. And down. Inhale, lift up out of those lats. 2 more. And down. Last one. And lower, straight to the other side. Keep that weight in the center. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Again, now if your right leg is lifting and lowering, that right hand is going to have a little bit more weight into it. Lengthening the back of the neck. 3, 2, and last one. Up and lower. Now you're going to extend that first leg out. So I'm going back to my left leg. Lengthening it out. Readjust the elbows if you need to. Make sure you're pressing down into the floor, lifting up out of the lats. You're going to lift that back leg, straight leg, hips are parallel. We're going to flex that foot in, point it out. Flex the foot in, point it out. Lifting up, engaging the core. Think of a nice long line from the top of the head all the way through to the pointing foot at the back. In and out. In. Now we're going to add a double pulse as we flex it in. Pulse, pulse, lengthen. As you lengthen, I want you to activate that quad. Pulse, lengthen, pulse, lengthen. 2 more. Good. Hold it there. Hold, lengthen that leg out. 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, and lower that knee in. We'll go to the other side. Extend that leg out. Lift it up, hold it there, and we flex it in and lengthen it away from you. Flex and lengthen. Test your balance and your weight placement. See if you can extend the opposite arm out in front of you. If you can, that means you have enough weight onto the supporting side. If not, play around with that weight placement a little bit more. In and out. In, out. Last one, and then we go for the double pulses, lifting up out of those lats, and we go. Inhale, extend, activate the quad, and good. 2 more. Pulse, lengthen, pulse, and lower that leg. Oh, we hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that leg down. Bring both knees in, open them up, pushing back into the child's pose, and release the body through the shoulders. It's a lot of upper body work. Even though we're focusing on the legs, we say this is a leg workout, that upper body is working just as hard. Good. So now we're going to go, well, you've got 2 options. You can go back up onto the wrists. If you feel your wrists take a lot of strain, you can stay down on the elbows. I'm going to go up onto the wrists. From there, we're going to extend one leg out behind us, back to that first leg. Now we're going to do a small little up and over movement. I don't want it to be a huge movement. It's small and controlled. Focus on control, engaging the core, lifting it up, and slowly taking it out to the side and tapping it down. So what I want you to avoid here is leaning completely over to try and get that leg all the way forward. I'd rather have it a 5 centimeter lift and lower, up and back. Then a huge lift and the whole posture gets thrown out. So we engage the core and side tap, lift and place it back behind you. And again, lift and tap. Nice long necks. The more fatigued the neck is going to get, it's going to want to drop down. That's when you really have to focus, lifting the back of the neck and the head. 3 more. 1 and back. 2. Last one. 3 and all the way back. We're going to extend the opposite arm forward. Back leg is still extended out, engaging the core and lift and lower. It's a small lift, small lower. And down. 3. Let's do 3 more. Engaging the core, lengthening the shoulders away from the ears, pushing the supporting arm into the floor. 2. Last one, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower that arm and leg down, pulling it in, and then we go straight to the other side. So we're extending that opposite leg out, engaging the core, readjust the arms if you need to, and we go lift and tapping it out. Lift and back. Up and open. Your oblique on that side of the leg that's working is really going to kick in here. That's what's helping the leg activate and pull forward. 2 more. And back. Last one. Tap it to the side and behind. Now we're going to do the lift and the lower. So opposite arm extends forward. Engage the core and we go lift and down. 2. It's a small lift. I haven't let my back drop. I'm engaging my core so that my back doesn't hyperextend. Lift. Last 3, 2. Last one. We're going to hold it for 5. Do your best to balance. 5, 4. Up off that supporting arm. 3, 2. Shoulders lengthen away from the ears. 1. Lower down. Both knees in, push back, and extend those arms forward. Deep breath. Adding this balancing and a hold for 5 seconds here, a hold there, especially when we are fatigued, really allows us to just solidify the activation of the muscles that we're working. So you have to hold on. When the body's tired, you've got to hold on that extra little bit, and it's helping the body to build that strength up with every one we do. So it's a nice little sneaky challenge in with most of the exercises. Okay, we're going to tuck those toes under. Knees are going to be parallel, hip distance, hands directly under the shoulders. We're going to go back up into the downward dog. Engaging the core always before you lift and pushing back. Okay, from there, we're just going to lift those heels up and lower them down. Body stays as still as possible. Lift and lower. So the lower half from hips down is where the movement happens. Closing the ribs, trying not to let them flare. You want to pull those ribs together. Lift and lower. 2 more. And last one. And then we go all the way back down onto the knees. Good. From there, we're going to drop the right shoulder onto the floor. Sorry, elbow onto the floor. We're going to take that left leg and extend it out behind us. And now we're just going to bend it in so that we've crossed the ankles at the back. From there, we're going to extend it out, lower it down, lift it up, pull back in, out, lower, lift, in. Now I want you to focus on those shoulders and the lats, pushing the hands into the floor, lifting up out of the supporting shoulder and lat, pushing it down. Nice strong posture in the upper body. Lower, lift, out, lower. Let's do one more. Shoot it out, lower it, lift, hold it there. We're going to those circles again, and we do small little circles in any direction. We're going to change direction after. Lengthening that leg away from you. Keep breathing. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Nice long neck. And change direction. So if you're wearing the ankle weight, you'll feel in these movements is where you really feel that added extra weight. 3, 2, 1, and lower that leg in. We're going to swap immediately to the other side. Extend the leg out, and then you're just going to bring it in, place it in that cross position. We shoot that leg out, tap it down, lift, and bring it back in. Focusing on the rest of the posture. Is my neck nice and long? Am I pulling those shoulders away from the ears? Engaging the core, lifting up out of the lats, lengthening that leg behind me as I pull it out and down, lift, in, out. Last one, lift, and out. Hold it there, straight into those circles. Small and controlled, the rest of the body shouldn't move. It's all working in that hip. And change direction. Engaging the core, lifting up out of those lats. 2, 1, and leg in. Good. We're going to go back up onto the hands, opening those knees again. Tuck the toes under, engaging the core, pushing back into the downward dog. And we go into those rises again. Lift the heels and lower, keeping the upper body as still as possible. So you'll only lift as high as you can, pushing the body through. 2 more. Lift. And last one. Good. Lifting up, back onto the hands and knees. From here, we're just going to go into a little release. So you're going to push back into child's pose. Pull those arms forward, reaching as much as you can, releasing the lower back, taking a deep breath in and out. Relax those shoulders, and again in and out. Good. From there, you're going to sit down. We're going to cross the one leg over, and you're just going to sit up as straight as you can. You can use your arms behind you to push for a little bit more support. While we're in this position, if you can, open up this top knee, this crossed knee. The more you push that knee open, the more you're going to feel the stretch into that glute. So arms wherever they're comfortable, wherever you feel the most supported. If you're really struggling at this one, you can lie down onto your back and pull that leg in. One more breath. And release. We go to the other side. So we cross that leg over, sitting up straight, pushing that knee open as much as we can. Deep breaths. One more. Good. From there, you're just going to bring those feet together in front of you. Going to grab your ankles, gently pushing the elbows into the knees and just rounding that body down. So chin to chest, pull the head down towards the feet. And just letting gravity push those knees open. Sorry about that. Good. And slowly up. We're going to do one more of those. So never forcing those legs open. You always just want to have that weight of the body pushing down. Keeping the core as engaged as you can. Deep breaths. And slowly up. Good. Now we're just going to go into one stretch lying onto the back. Lying down, we're going to cross the one leg over. Pull that opposite leg in. But now we're going to extend this leg up as much as we can. So you might feel like you can't quite get it to a straight line yet. That's perfectly fine. That's going to be your goal, is to get a nice long lengthen in the back of that leg. Pulling that leg in, pushing the knee out. We're just going to do a few flicks and points at the top here. Just get the blood flowing through the foot, through the ankle, through the leg. I don't know if you can hear that clicking. Good, and slowly release that leg down, and we're going to swap over to the other side. Pulling the leg in, squaring off the body, and now gently extending that leg up. Pull that leg in, and we do a few flicks and point. A couple more. Use this time to bring the breathing back to normal. Last one. And slowly bend that leg down. And then you're just going to gently pull the knees in to the back. And release. And again, pull those knees in. Feel the pressure of the lower back into the floor. And release. Now you're going to open those knees out to the sides. Just going to drop them open in this position and pull the legs in. And release. One more. Pull. And release. Legs to the center. Extending them down one at a time. Take a big inhale. Lengthen those arms to your sides. Lengthen the legs away from you. Nice long back of the neck. Push the back of the head into the floor. Everything is activated. We take a big inhale. And as you exhale, imagine your body being pulled in opposite directions. Lengthening from the head to toes. And again, inhale. And out. Last one. Full exhale. One last inhale. And on that exhale, you're just going to release the body and let it open. Wherever it falls is where your body wants to be. And rest there. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed that class. If you use the weights, I'm sure you felt a little bit extra kick in some of those movements. If not, you might feel like you just want to add a rep or two in just to get that extra burn.